Hello everyone, and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 129 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Hello, hello. How are you guys today? It's Friday. So I have got some really cute technique cards for you today. We are going to be making a super cute crisscross pocket card. I can pull this out here. Isn't that cute? Yes, so we'll be using the Sweet Talk Designer Series paper along with the Sweet Talk bundle here that I've die cut the hearts with. And then we'll be doing a super fun playing card. And playing, I mean, how about some tic-tac-toe? Isn't this cute? Super duper simple and super sweet. And it matches my new fuzzy sweater. So, yes. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Wendy. I'm doing great. It's beautiful here. We call in New York, we say this is warm. It's 45 degrees. The sun is shining. The snow is melting. It's good. But also good to be inside doing some little card making. And yeah, I don't know if anybody's getting ready for the big game this weekend, a little football. Personally, I'm not really into it, but my husband loves it, so I usually get out some card supplies and try to keep myself occupied while he watches the game. So if you got any big plans for the weekend, let me know. All right, so I'm just gonna get right into it. We're gonna go ahead and flip the camera. We'll get started. If you have your Stampin' Up! Trimmer with the scoring blade on it as well, then that'll be really handy for our crisscross card there. And yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, so as I flip the camera here, we can see my host code for February, BCXKPM3G, which is crazy because we are already, it's February 11th. We're almost halfway through this month, and it's a short month anyways. So really crazy how fast things are flying by. And so let's go ahead and get started. Let's do our crisscross card first here. Okay, so for those of who are on my Stampin' Up! Creative Cardiology team, we made this as one of our team project make and takes. And yeah, if you are in the US and love stamping, would like to get your products at a discount, maybe earn a little extra money, then definitely consider the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator opportunity, because during celebration here this month of February, you can get $125 of whatever you want. You pay just $99. You get free shipping, and you'll get 2 bonus stamp sets. Choose any stamp set from the mini catalog or the annual catalog. It doesn't any value, and you can get those free as in addition to the rest of your kit. So I love that it's fully customizable, so you can really get whatever you want, which is pretty awesome. It's a great deal in and of itself. And then you get to be on my Creative Cardiology team with me and all our other fun stamping friends. Our great group of ladies. And everybody does something a little different. Some people are just happy shoppers, which is fine. And some people make cards to sell. Some do classes. Everybody's got their own thing going, and it's all great. Absolutely. Oh, Janelle said she just sent her card like that to one of her girlfriends. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you put this to good use. Hey, Deb, welcome. Okay, so as we get started with our crisscross pocket card, what we are going to do, and you'll see there are several different ways that you will find on YouTube and ways to do this, but I am always looking for ways to do things more efficiently and save on cardstock or supplies in general, then make the most of your supplies stretch as far as they can. So I'm doing a little bit different technique that I really haven't seen people do before. So I hope you like it. We are going to start with our card base. And what I have done is just cut this down to size. It is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's going to be our base. Now, here is the part that's a little bit different. I started with a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 6 inches. So if you've got a sheet here, let me pull out a sheet. This is be a slightly different color here because I've got Calypso Coral handy. But to show you how I did this to efficiently cut this, we are, first of all, this is the 8 1/2 side. So on the 11-inch side, we are going to turn this and cut it at the 6-inch mark. Okay, so you're going to cut it at 6 inches first, and then you're going to turn it to the 8 1/2 by 11 side and cut it in half at 4 1/4. All right, this gives you 2 pieces, and then we're going to take each of these, get the cutting blade out of the way. We are going to score these at, let's see, what are we scoring them at? We're going to cut, they are 6 inches long, so we're going to score them at 5 1/2. All right, we want a little 1/2 inch border here along the edge. So you're going to do that to each piece. Move it to the 5 1/2 inch mark and score it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is take this and cut from the scoring edge. So go ahead and you can even fold that if you want to make it a little more visible. You are going to cut from that line, your score line, put your score line in the groove, and then put your point of your cardstock in the groove. We are going to cut from the score line down to the point. All right, so this time we're using the cutting blade. All right, and that gives us this 1/2 inch strip, and then it gives us our fold. Okay, so that'll be for the right side, and then for the left side, you can do the same thing, but we're gonna put it in our paper in the opposite direction. Right, we did it this way first, and we're gonna do it the opposite side because we're doing a crisscross. We want to go one from each direction. All right, so again, you're going to line the point of your score line up in the groove. And let me move that up so you can see it. And then you're going to do the point of your cardstock, the opposite side of your cardstock down here in the groove as well. All right, just maneuver that till you get it where you want it. Okay, so then we've got that 1/2 inch seam. All right, see, so that way we've got a piece coming in from the left and the right and doing our crisscross. All right. Okay, so that is how you would start out cutting this. All right, so for this Sweet Talk project, we're using Real Red, and I already have them cut. So you're gonna go ahead and fold on the score line. All right, and the reason we've got that 1/2 inch score line is because it gives us the perfect place to put our tear and tape right in that little 1/2 inch space here. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, make sure you've got that burnished so you can just take off the outer layer. All right, so this is where my practice is a little bit different, because a lot of times you'll see people fold them over, or you'll have like 2 pieces of cardstock and you overlap them and center them. No, this way we just start out with our card base, and then we do each of our panels, and this little 1/2 inch mark is going to line up right there on the edge of our back panel. All right, and then it's going to fold right in. Perfect. Do the same thing on the other side here. All right, so go ahead and fold that, and then line your 1/2 inch mark up on the corner to corner there. All right, and then they go right across the front. Now, you don't need to worry, you guys, you can see the seam here, but by the time you put your insert panel in here, nobody's gonna see that inside piece, okay? So your little inside piece, you're gonna cut that a 1/4 of an inch smaller, because you do want room for it to slide in and out. All right, so with our base being 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, you're gonna go to 4 by 5 1/4 for this inside piece. All right, but we're gonna decorate that in a little bit. All right, now let's do our decorative flaps for the outside. So any cardstock you want, or excuse me, designer paper, we're using the Sweet Talk papers today. And for this, you are going to take a piece that is 4 inches, 4 by 5.5. Okay, so you had a piece that's 4 by 5.5, or essentially 2 4 by 5.5 inch pieces, depending on how you want to flip them there. Okay, so for whatever patterns you like, and we're going to make sure that we've got one of each side here that fits so that we can have our pattern showing, or depending on how it goes. Yeah, make sure that you double check everything fits before you glue it on. All right, so we're gonna get that lined up. We'll put our adhesive here on the back of our designer series paper. This is the Sweet Talk paper, and it is on low inventory. So if you'd like to get your hands on some of this paper, make sure you get your order in quick before it sells out. All right, so then we're gonna place these here on our panels. Now they are sized so that you'll have a little bit of the red cardstock trim showing around your designer series paper. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side here. So go ahead and adhere this. Okay, oops, make sure you get all of your adhesive on there. And here we go. All right, so you have just a little bit of a border showing. All right, great. So everything fits like that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this tear and tape. We're gonna put a little bit, a strip right here along the bottom. All right, go ahead, burnish that, and then peel off the backing. Okay, so now we're going to put in one side. And if you want, give yourself just a little bit of a, make a little bit of a pocket. Stick your hand in there so that it doesn't go totally flat, but that you've got just a little bit of wiggle room in there. All right, and now for the other side, we're gonna do that same thing. Put another piece of tear and tape right across the front, right there along the bottom. Okay, hello, hello everyone. All right, and then I'm gonna peel that backing off. That's the hardest part, just peeling the backing off. All right, there you go. Okay, now do the same thing. Stick your hand in here so you've got a little bit of a pocket, and then go ahead and bring that front panel over and just pinch it right there along the seam where you did your tear and tape. All right, so that way you've got this nice little envelope. Anything that goes in here, nothing's gonna fall out the bottom. All right, so we can perfectly fit in our piece of 4 by 5 1/4, our little memo there, so that you can write and do anything that you want. Put your little love note in there. All right, now for the top, we need something. We need a little pull tab. All right, so that we've got something to hang on to. So I have gone ahead and die cut some hearts using our Sweet Conversations bundle. All right, these are the Sweetheart dies, and I've used the largest die here, and I've cut 2 of these out of real red cardstock. And what we're gonna do is we're going to sandwich them right around our memo. So we're gonna put adhesive on one of these. All right, and let's about find the center. There you go. Okay, so you can see how that looks. All right, cute. We've got the heart sticking out. All right, now go ahead and put adhesive on the back side of this heart and then line it right up. Oh, perfect. All right, there we go. So we've got a super cute little pull tab for our insert. And then we have all these other little heart die cut shapes if you want to do rows of hearts and different things. What I've done is basically I just cut a whole bunch of these purple hearts, and you get these cute little decorative borders. But when you pop out the little ones, you end up with all of these little itty bitty hearts too. So we're gonna take our mini dimensionals and put these on the back of our little hearts. And then we can place these around here, add just an extra little pop of color. I've really been enjoying this combination of the real red and the gorgeous grape, our red and our purple here. All right, and of course we're gonna do a little grouping of 3, so everything balances out. Okay, isn't that cute? So that would be super fun. As it is, we've got our little crisscross pocket card with our pull tab. And then, but we want something to just kind of jazz it up, decorate it a little bit. So I've taken a coordinating paper from that same Sweet Talk paper pack. This is a 1" by 12" strip. And what you could do is basically you just kind of center it on the front of your card here, and then fold the edges towards the back. All right, and what we're gonna do with that, there's 2 different ways to do it. You can do that so that it slides on and off. Let me see, I've got one where I did it so that it slides on and off here. Or we can do it so that it's fixed. So it depends up to you. If you want to do that so that it slides on and off, then you just want to make sure we put adhesive on the back of the belly band. So if you want to slide it, then you're only going to put adhesive here on this back tab, and that way it can slide on and off. If you want it fixed so that it doesn't move and it totally stays in place, then go ahead and just use your Stampin' Seal or your Tear and Tape, whatever your favorite adhesive is. Go ahead and put that on the whole thing here. All right, make sure your words are right side up. Decide where you want that placed. Okay, and then go ahead and fold it to the back. Maybe put a little bit extra adhesive here on the end. We don't want it popping apart. Okay, again, fold it back and make sure that these line up just so. All right, so that way it's fixed. It's not gonna come apart on you. And then to finish this off, we'll grab some ribbon. Let's go with our real red linen ribbon here. And this I am gonna grab so that it goes all the way around here. Give yourself some extra so that you've got room enough to get your fingers in there, and we're just going to do a nice tight knot. So hold your knot firmly in place with one finger. All right, and then we're going to go over and under. Keep holding that knot. Pull it tight. All right, so if it got just a little bit loose on you, that's okay. That's where the glue dots come in. So we'll grab our glue dots here. All right, take your pick tool or your snips, grab a glue dot off there. Don't pick these off with your fingers because then they get stuck. All right, grab it off, place it exactly where you want it to go, and put your knot right there. So then it's not gonna move. All right, it's gonna stay put and looks gorgeous. And everything is nice and in place and super cute. Hey Pam, how are you? So there you go. We've got our really cute crisscross panel pocket card. And yeah, so if you go back, anybody that's just joining, or if you're watching the replay, make sure you go back and see how we did those panels so that we didn't have any waste. And yeah, a nice easy pocket there. All right, so depending on the patterns you use, you could do stripes, you could do these cute little candies, you could do flowers, whatever you've got. This is a great way to showcase that designer series paper. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, so for our next project, we are going to play a little game of tic-tac-toe. So we are grabbing a half sheet of our Blushing Bride cardstock. It is 5.5 by 8.5. Go ahead and fold that there at the 4 1/4 mark. Okay. Then we are going, this one is really quick and simple. All right, so this time we have a square of real red. I wanted a little contrast against the pink, so I went with, we've got like pink and red here. Okay. And I'm going to offset that. I'm going to put it off kilter, which I know is going to bug some of you. All right, but I don't want it straight on. If it really bugs you, go ahead and do straight on. But I'm going to do it off kilter just a little bit. All right, this is a, actually I think I cut it just a little too big. I want it to be 4 by 4, and I think I should have gone down just a little bit. Let's see how. So all right, well, either way, this is a 4 by 4 piece. You could easily go down to 3 3/4, and it'd be good. All right, so if you're doing off kilter, just make sure that you are keeping your corners here on your card base, all right, and make sure you're about equal distance from the top and the bottom. All right, I know Janelle. Janelle's watching. Janelle is very, she likes everything just so. I figure I'm kind of a happy medium between the type A and my mom, who's kind of like throws things on and sees where they land. So so for those of you like me, just kind of like a nice mix between the two. We'll do a little bit of a balance here. All right, and then this next layer, this is our basic black. I did this at, I just chucked my stuff off the counter. All right, this is 3 3/4, so it is 1/4 of an inch smaller than our red layer. All right, sorry about that commotion. I really need a bigger desk, but honestly, I think it wouldn't matter how big my desk is because I would still fill it up and then still need a bigger desk. Any of you guys like me? Do you feel that way? All right, I want to go opposite. Here we go. Like, why wasn't that looking right? Okay, so the red tilted towards the right, and I'm going to tilt my black layer here towards the left. All right, so that way we've got little pops of color peeking out all the way around. Okay, and then next thing we need to make our actual tic-tac-toe grid is a 1 inch strip of white cardstock. All right, so just as paper scrap, whatever you've got there. Okay. Boy, I really chucked that off the edge here. So let's go ahead and get things put back together. So I need my trimmer here. All right, so we're going to take our 1 inch strip of cardstock, and essentially we need 9 squares. So I'm actually going to use the 1 inch mark right over here, just so I can just keep pushing my cardstock through it. All right, so there's 1, and then slide it over. Okay, 2, keep sliding, 3, 4, okay, 5, okay, 6, 7. All right, 2 more. We're almost there. All right, that's number 8. And then our 9th square here. Okay, there we go. And we got a little piece of scrap left over for something else. Okay, so we are going to place our squares on our grid here. So go ahead and put just a little bit of adhesive behind each one. And honestly, let's just go from each corner. All right. We'll do our outside corners first. All right, yeah, that's gonna be good. See? Perfect. Got that lined up nicely. All right, so you're gonna do each of these. Again, work your way from the outside in. That way you can space out your middle one, even if things aren't perfectly even. All right, then we'll do our bottom corner. Now, if you had a 1-inch punch, you could do that too. But I was just using scraps that I had in my cardstock bag, so that's what I went with my trimmer here. Yeah, and then I'll go ahead and place the last piece in the center, and that way you can kind of wiggle it around and get it to look fairly even there. Okay, so now the fun part. This would be fun if you were stamping with a friend. We're gonna use the X's and O's, and then we've got a couple different hearts here. Whatever works for you. You could use the other little candy hearts there as well. But let's go ahead. I think the center should kind of be a free space. So we're gonna go ahead and put our heart in the middle with our Blushing Bride, our pink color here. All right, so let's just go ahead and stamp that in the center. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then we'll use our X's and our O's here. So this would be fun. I should get David to do a little stamping with me with the X's and the O's and see who wins. All right, let's see here. Oh, I was gonna do the X in black. Oh well. All right, see, there you go. Doesn't matter. All right, so we'll do an X, and then we'll do our Memento black for the next one. Hey, Luann, glad you made it. Better late than never. We're just playing a fun game of tic-tac-toe with X's and O's here. Thought that would be kind of fun. Just a quick and cute card here. And so however you like this, I feel like we need a little jewel. Now we've got our iridescent rhinestone jewels. Love these. They are back in stock, so if you missed them here the last couple of weeks, now is the time to get them. Don't wait, because they'll probably go out of stock again soon. So we'll just put a cute little jewel up there on our heart. And then I've got a 1/2 inch, oh, actually it's not even a 1/2 inch, yeah, little strip of, again, scrap paper that we can stamp our sentiment on. And so let's see, I want something with skinny little words, so I'm going to use the Love and Happiness stamp set. And there's a cute one, to the one I love, so can always use extra. Can always use an extra card, have on hand to give David. Yeah, give your sweetie. All right, so there's a couple things you could just stamp this in, you know, in black or red, whatever color you wanted there. If you use your Stampin' Right markers, though, you can color directly on your stamps and get a two-tone effect. So if I find my red marker, here we go. Red marker and black marker, then I can color everything. I'm going to color that love in red, and that way I get a two-tone going on here. Sorry if the camera's shaking just a little bit as I color here. All right, so you're using the brush tip of your markers, the painty tip, to go right here. Color directly on your stamp. You can do that little huffing effect. Moisten it with your warm breath, and then attempt to stamp this on here straight. Okay, push straight down, lift straight up. Oh, I got that straight. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, and then come in here with your snips up and just pop that off. All right, so we can go ahead, we'll put just a little strip of adhesive on this. You really could put this anywhere you want, but I don't know, I just put it right down here. That was cute. All right, that right down there, and then we've got lots of those little hearts left from our Sweet Talk heart dies here, all these little pieces. So grab a red one or a pink one, whatever you've got here. And well, since I've got a pink heart in this, and I think I'm gonna go with a little pink heart here. And our mini dimensionals are just the right size for these. These are the same size little hearts that we used on our little pocket pull tab there. Okay, so peel that off and then stick that right on here. Super cute. Let's go ahead and put another little jewel there because it's so tiny. We want to make sure it's noticed. All right, so we'll use just a little tiny jewel. Put one right down there. All right, quick and cute and super fun. All right, so there you have it. We have our Sweet Talk Designer Series paper. This was the Sweet Conversations bundle that I used with the stamp set and the dies. And we just did some really cute little technique card here with our crisscross in the pocket. And then fun little tic-tac-toe. Again, you could use this, make your own. You could use flowers, whatever you wanted to use instead of hearts or X's and O's. So many little stamps would fit perfectly here in these little 1-inch squares. So fun to make little game boards. Again, just square of cardstock. This was a 3 3/4 inch square of black cardstock, and the little white squares are 1 inch. And then it made a perfect grid of 9 there. So quick and simple. And yeah, super fun. I hope you are able to get in some stamping this weekend. Balance out the football there. Stay warm and cozy and enjoy this February weather because it is flying by. So don't delay because celebration, we just have a little over 2 weeks left of celebration to earn your free celebration rewards, your fun stamp sets and designer papers and all of that fun stuff, and even to take advantage of the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit deal. If you have any questions about that, I'd love to chat with you and help you figure out what's the best benefit for you, ordering or joining. Either way, I'd love to have you as a customer or as a Creative Cardiology Team member. But oh, look at that, my nails match. I got them done yesterday with my mom and my aunt, and just the 3 of us. We did nails yesterday, and that was fun. So there we go. Mine are super short, but that's okay. I find sometimes those long nails are really hard to pick up little cardstock pieces and things. So there you go. Happy Friday to you. Thank you guys so much. I hope you give these projects a try, and I'll be stamping with you next week. All right, take care, everybody. Love ya. Bye-bye.